Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Cooking with Ariana. I hope you guys enjoyed my previous videos and I hope you learned something. So today we are doing chocolate chunks cookies. I hope you'll enjoy this video and let's begin. So guys, for our chocolate chunk cookies we require 2 eggs, custard sugar, chocolate chunks, 250 grams of butter. I'm using the salted butter. If you're using the unsalted butter, you'll require salt, and 170 grams of light brown sugar, 2 1/4 cups of flour, and lastly here I have some baking soda and some vanilla essence. So those are our ingredients and let's start baking. So we'll begin by mixing our flour with bicarbonate and salt. If you're using unsalted butter, you'll need salt. If you're using salted butter, it's not a must to put salt. So you mix your bicarbonate with your flour and whisk it. Mix it up and set it aside, and then we'll go to the butter and the sugar. So now guys, we'll be mixing our butter and the 2 sugars. So you pour your melted butter, add your light brown and custard sugar and mix it, whisk it together. Something in my sugar. Whisk it together. You start adding your eggs one by one. So I'll go in with my first egg and then I mix it. Flour will go in. Sorry, I'm supposed to fold in 1 minute. My spatula has disappeared, so we're just gonna use a mwiko. Yes, a mwiko can do. First, start adding your flour. fold it in. Ensure you mix it until the bottom. Add your remaining. That is fully mixed up, so you add your chocolate chunks. As you can see, sorry, my camera just the chocolate chunks. Now you start adding them to the flour mixture. Our mixture is ready, but not ready for baking, so we will freeze it for about 1 hour and then we will bake it. So stick around so that we'll bake it together. Cover it up and freeze for 1 hour. And there you have it, freeze for 1 hour. So I'll see you guys after 1 hour. 1 hour later, remove your dough from the freezer. The freezer actually helps it to become a little bit harder so that you'll be able to scoop it. So what I'm gonna do is, wait a minute. So I'm gonna scoop using a spoon since I don't have ice cream scoop, which is the best thing to use actually. If you have an ice cream scoop, you're advantageous because you're sorted. So I'm gonna use this spoon. It's kinda round. It's a what is it called? A soup spoon. Yeah, it's a soup spoon and it's circular at the front. It's circular at the front, so it's gonna make it easier for me to scoop. I'm trying to focus it so that you can see the spoon, but the reflection is another thing. So I have my dough here from the freezer and I have my baking tray which I have lined with parchment paper. So I'm gonna be scooping my dough with this spoon. You see, that is what I mean by putting it in the freezer. It helps it become easier for you to scoop. Before we kept it in the freezer, it was a little bit lighter, but now it has imeshikana, imekuwa ngumu kidogo yenye unaweza scoop. So you scoop and you put it in your parchment paper. So you're gonna use your hand to remove it from the scoop. I wish I lined my spoon with some oil to help it remove. So the next scoop, So now we'll put our cookies inside the oven. First one goes in. First one in. The second one goes in. So we'll bake them for at 180 degrees for look at them. Okay, I can't see the lower ones, but I can show you these ones. They look nice. They look nice. They may expand, but we'll let them cook because I'm sure, yeah, they're still soft. So they're starting to brown on this side, so we are about to remove them. So now we'll remove our cookies. And let it cool for some minutes. We'll let them cool for about half an hour.